So this is going to be Kholat, a game narrated by Sean Bean. It's supposed to be in the kind of survival horror vein, although some might say it's more action-adventure. So this again, I haven't really played it that much, and somehow I have my preview going. Let's stop that. And so yeah, I tried it out just to make sure I had the controls set up correctly. And let's go ahead and start her up. Yeah, that's fine.
"56 years ago, Russia, the northern Ural Mountains. A group of 9 students of the Ural Polytechnic Institute embarked upon a difficult winter expedition to reach the Otorten mountain. Their journey seemed to progress according to plan. However, on the 7th day of their trip, the weather conditions worsened. They lost their orientation and were forced to set up a camp on the slope of the mountain called Kholat Siakal. It was their last stop. 3 weeks later in Yekaterinburg, when their families received no word of their success, the first rescue expeditions were sent. On February 25th, 1959, an abandoned encampment was found. The tent was torn down and covered with snow, with all the group's belongings left inside. Further examination revealed it was cut from inside out. The surrounding footprints indicated the crew had fled the tent. They were barefooted. This suggests a frantic escape, characteristic of people scared out of their wits. 2 sets of prints led to a forested area down the slope. The rescue team found an improvised fireplace and 2 bodies. They were lying in but their underwear, with cuts and scratches to their limbs, suggesting they had tried to climb the tree in panic. What could terrify them so much? The next 3 bodies were found scattered a few hundred meters from the first discovery. One of them had suffered a fractured skull, this despite no evidence of a struggle. It took the spring thaw 2 months later to enable the rescue team to find the rest of the victims. The last 4 skiers were found buried in a thick layer of ice and snow. Their autopsies led to even more bizarre findings. All of the bodies had severe internal injuries caused by an undetermined force, similar to that of a serious car accident. No external damage nor bruises were visible, besides a tongue ripped from one victim's mouth and a strange orange skin color. Much speculation arose from these puzzling events. Such theories included attack from the local tribesmen, from an avalanche, or animals. Each theory, however, only served to create more questions. The truth behind this tragic course of events remains unexplained to this day. What really happened? Maybe the answer still waits to be discovered, deep under the snow.
Alright, so here we are, now we're in control. Let's go and take a brief gander at the controls. I checked these earlier, but I like... see, it doesn't even... There we go. So you're supposed to be able to run with L, but I have not actually managed to do that yet. Then you have crouch, use, zoom, map, and your journal and stuff. So let's just take a look. You can't actually use the map in this zone, I think. I think you don't get that until you're into Act 2. But the game has a nice soundtrack, and the graphics are really pretty good for a game that I feel like pretty much is heard of. But it does definitely have its own pace, where we're kind of at this very beginning stage, left with not a lot of indication of who we are, what exactly our objective is. Are we supposed to be someone investigating this incident, or are we supposed to be one of the students here? And where exactly are we supposed to go? So you kind of just go where you can, which would be forward. But yeah, it's a pacing thing. So there's these nice looking buildings, but I'm not sure you can actually go inside any of them. I feel like the game kind of just wants you to go forward at this point, while it creates the sense that you are actually in this very cold environment. But there's no real indication of why you can't go in the buildings, or why we're totally alone. It's kind of a disorienting start, but it sure looks nice. So it seems like the forest is really deep, but actually there's this embankment, or this cliff kind of off to the right, so we are kind of in a valley here. There's not a lot of room for getting too far off the trail, as it were. I think we want to go this way. So here we get these footprints, and you wonder, were there footprints before? But no, I don't think there were. This game has overall really good reviews, but some of the more recent ones have been pretty negative, mostly because I think a lot of people get frustrated playing it. That's what they seem to be saying. It sounds like you can die pretty easily, and it's not always easy to anticipate. What would cause you to die? That doesn't look very safe. Oh. Well.
In the end, the only thing I saw was a flash. An insufferable burning light. The pain ripping apart my body. I felt it tearing out of my soul. After a while, I was nobody. Nothing. The light went out and I vanished into overwhelming darkness. I welcomed the end with delight.
So we are out here in a total whiteout. This is a really good way to die. Oh, we have a tent. That's reassuring. Better get in the tent before we freeze to death here.
I am right behind you.
But you're not, Sean Bean. Oh, he is Sean Bean, but he's not right behind me. The flashlight can save your life. Be careful where you point it at. Good to know. Alright, we're to Act 2.
Have you ever tried to hold on to your humanity? When others convince you of being no more than a subject, an object, which they can bend to their will. When they told you that you were a monster that deserved punishment, and you could really not remember your sins. When they took away your loved ones, leaving you to rot in the dark. The problem is, that in their darkness, you have never been alone.
Alright, so it seems like this is the start of the game proper. I think I'm going to play with the audio just a little bit. I had brought the master down because I felt like everything was a little too loud, but I think I'm going to bring the master back up and then bring the music down a little bit and leave the voice up because I want to hear the Sean Bean a little bit better. Let's go something more like this. The voice volume up and have everything else be a little bit lower. Running L in deep snow is tiring. Oh wait, is it saying L as in you press it in? Oh, so you can run. I thought it was L1, but I guess it's actually pressing in L. That's kind of annoying, actually. Adjust the pace to your surrounding conditions so you don't exhaust your organism. It's such awkward phrasing. You can focus on an object to take a better look at it. Lighting your way with a flashlight makes you more visible, which might be a risk. Observe the environment carefully with the help of your map and compass. And barely accessible rocky notches may lead to interesting places and shortcuts. To gain access to them, you will sometimes have to squeeze through low-lying objects or jump off them. So let's take a look at the map. That's handy. We have a compass and a map. We're not totally unprepared out here. Zoom map. So we can see, okay, here must be about where we are. Lower map RT, and then close map Y. So we can actually carry the map as we walk around if we wanted to. And try to get a sense. So it looks like there's some dotted lines here. These must be the ski trails, actually. But we don't really know exactly where we're trying to go here. We just have a bunch of trails. Oh, hey. We have numbers. 37. North 62. Huh. So maybe I should try to get there? Wouldn't that be this way? That would be this way, wouldn't it? No, you can't just go straight up there, I think. Which maybe is the more interesting direction. Well, let's just take a quick look down here. Problem is it doesn't indicate where we are on the map, so it might be that we can't actually get that much further down here. We can still run. That's pretty cool. So if this is that southeastern line already, right, if we are right here, then it would actually, we would have already passed that last marking that we're looking for. Or the first marking, rather. Right? 3762. Be like right. Oh, it's dead in the middle of these things. Okay, I see where we are now. Ah. This looks like what we want to investigate. I mean, normally if you really thought this was lava, you would never want to walk on it, but that doesn't seem to be the case here.
I set out the moment I heard about the incident. I was in the area, so I reported to the unit myself. I set out the moment I heard about the incident. I was in the area, so I reported to the unit myself to be automatically assigned to the case. I arrived at Vishai on February the 19th, a couple of days before the Institute's rescue group. While waiting for them, I started asking around to see if anyone from among the locals knew anything about the incident. One of them said he had a hunting cabin in the search region and knew the area very well. I decided to use him as a guide. When the rescue team had finally arrived, I explained to them what the unit's role was in this mission and that all discoveries or observations should be brought to my attention before anyone else's. We established priorities, checked the equipment, and set off right away. It was not until February the 26th we found the tent that I believe belonged to the students. Initial findings show that the people in the tent cut its sidewall and for some reason tried to escape from it in panic. The tracks in the snow led to a forest 1.5 kilometers away. But the trail went cold after 500 meters and we had to carefully search the entire area. This was not a place of any average incident. We had shivers crawling all over our bodies because of the atmosphere surrounding us. I was convinced that something more than just an accident had occurred here. I had the feeling we were dealing with something unnatural.
Alright. Oh. Well, floating rocks would seem to be unnatural. What's going on here? Oh. My pillars seem to be floating in the sky as well. Oh lordy. Ooh, we got people running away in each different direction. Am I supposed to chase them immediately? I think I missed that opportunity to do so, if so. So I guess the idea is we try to find each of the orange people that just ran away. Well, let's make sure we get our bearings first so we aren't just totally lost out here. Where was that tent I just came from? Doesn't seem like it's there. So it would be, we'd want to be looking northeast, right? Or sorry, northwest. Unless I'm confused on what these this compass letters actually mean. So, is C north? Or is this green letter north? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now because I don't want to be confused about this any longer than I already am. Oh, I guess running for any amount of time wears you out really fast. Okay, that's good to know. This may seem kind of like a dull way to start. If this was, like a horror game, that would be a really kind of slow start. But for a survival game, it's really important to just try to get your initial bearings, because that's one of the most important initial things. Right, so it seems like C, red is north. For some reason I was thinking the green was north, and that is clearly not correct. So now I have a much better idea of where I am and where I'm going. So right now I'm going northwest, which means that if I want to find the next item here, if this is our list of objectives, if this is what we're trying to do, then let's go ahead and try to figure out where that would be. So 7 north, so that would be way up here. 52 east. So that's pretty far. Should we go for something else first? We got 54, 61, 43, 95. Wow, that seems pretty far. 62, 47. Yeah, let's go for this one first then. Let's just go down the list. So it's not clear how we would actually get up there though. If we can even get up there going this direction. It was 1483. Well, that would be up here. So actually if we went up this way, it might be that we could get to here and to here, whereas in this direction it seems like there's really not that much to hit. There's really nothing in the 25 or so area. Okay, so in that case, let's close this and actually go this way. Gorgeous moon. I love the skybox in this game. So this is the way I actually started out going, and I just was confused on which direction I was going at this point. This is why I thought I was heading toward the that first marker, but actually I was heading away from the marker because I was confused on which direction was north and which one was south. But now this should lead us to 2 objective points, and now we just try not to die along the way. That looks high up there. For the moment, I think I can close the compass. It's not really clear quite yet when I would ever need to crouch. It's also not clear if you can actually freeze to death. It seems like you can't. Like, the game makes you feel cold, but it doesn't seem like your character can die from the cold. Yeah, I think it's, if we can get in up here, I think this is the way we want to go. Let's see if we can actually do it, though. This might be too steep to ascend. Yeah, no, this is not a path. We want to get back going north as quickly as possible. This is definitely not the way we want to be going. Seems like it's going to be super easy to just get totally disoriented in this game. Okay, well, this is kind of the way we want to be going, but unfortunately this is... need a easier slope, I'm guessing. We don't want to jump off a cliff quite yet. feel like I'm not on the path I want to be on here. Oh, here we go. Here's a junction marker, and this will allow us to get back going north on hopefully the path I want to be going on right now. I'm not sure what the sound in the distance means. Hopefully it's not a sound that we're trying to avoid, because I don't have any weapons or any way to deal with wolves or other sorts of enemies. If this was the long dark, I would be feeling like I was dying by now. I'd be like, man, I gotta seek shelter. But in this game, you just go out and you deal with it. It's cold, it's snowing, it's night. Too bad. See, now I'm... Oh. Hello. I guess this means I'm going a good direction. I hope. Where are we going, guys? Should I be running? I don't think I can run very much. I think I'm supposed to be going toward the orange mist, but... what? Okay? Continue, I guess. Wow. Yeah, you can suddenly understand the mixed reviews recently. Alright, so we're back here. So let's look at the map. Oh, should I look at this again? What happens if you just stay here? Does the fire kill you immediately? Yes, it does. Well, that's okay. So let's move away from the thing before it, completely murders us. And now we got a runner. Okay, so I wonder if I just try to keep up with this guy, but which way are we going? Alright, we're going northwest. Let's just see if we can follow this guy. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to get tired and I'm going to lose him. Yeah, you can't keep running. Alright, so where on the map are we going here? See, it doesn't seem like this is on any of the marked locations on the side, so I don't know where I'm going, but I saw someone running this way, so there has to be someone in this direction. So, whatever. Since trying to navigate my way toward where I think the markers are supposed to lead me resulted in me instantly dying, I suppose I'll just go wherever's then. Think left or right? I'm gonna say left. Right would be going way up there. Wait, we're going northeast now. Oh, hey, bridge. Bridge indicates more of a path, I suppose. Huh. 27... What did it say? 2752? Alright, so we're about here. But that is not one of our marked locations. but good to know nonetheless. This doesn't really seem like it's on the map's trails. I feel like we're off the map, maybe. It certainly doesn't seem like this is one of the white lines. So now the sound is picking up. Does that mean that the red or the orange mist monster is going to instantly murder me again? This is just a straight up dead end anyway. So I didn't get stuck somehow. It kind of looks like a skull, doesn't it? The rock formation there. Okay, so this was nowhere. Let's see if we can climb back up. So there's the orange stuff up there. Does that mean that's somewhere I want to go, or somewhere that if I go there I will die? Alright, this is what the game is kind of throwing me now. We also got the orange light up here. I'm not sure I can actually go this way though. This might become a dead end. No, we're still going somewhere. I don't know where, but let's see where it leads. Oh, there's the skull again. Ooh.
We are sitting in room number... We are sitting in room number 23, although sitting might not be the right word because we are running around trying to finish up packing anything else we could need. Food cans, tools, essentially whatever we get our hands on. We want to be sure that we took everything we could possibly need. We're running out of time. Damn it, where did I put my belt? I'm sure we forgot about something. We're almost ready. We lost the knife. We're counting the money. We're leaving the room in a complete mess. So, we made it to the train station. We're singing all the songs we know and making up new ones as well. Everyone is so excited. Finally, at around 3 a.m, we go to bed. I wonder, what is awaiting us when we get there? What will we see? How far will we make it? I hear the rest of the group breathing peacefully, and it's snowing outside.
Well, it is Russia. I imagine it's snowing a lot of the time outside. We got a little thing here. We're gonna try to... Oh, that's pretty easy. And I guess we can keep ascending. Like, I feel like this is not one of the... That journal page was not one of the marked locations. Like, I was thinking maybe the items on the map would be journal pages that we're trying to find. Like, I was thinking maybe this is what we're trying to do in the game. Okay, I really don't want to try to make this jump since I don't think I can jump. This was just to taunt me and to say, hey, there's a journal page over there, now go try to figure out how you get there. That clearly screams objective right there. But I think I would have to go a pretty decent way around to actually get to that location. I think I have to come basically from more the direction of that red marker. Okay, but we know there's a page here now. That's good. Where do we think we are? Oh, so it actually indicates that we just found that one right there. We went across the bridge. We found this thing. And now we're like down around here, I guess. And so there's a page somewhere around here that I think we would have to come down. So I think we'd have to go this entire route up here to get that other page. That's my theory. So I'm pretty sure if I just step off this cliff, I instantly die. Okay. Which means this was kind of a dead end. Unless I'm missing something, which is, of course, entirely possible. There's a thing up there. I wonder if we can get up there somehow. Maybe from across that little rope bridge again? Let's still check it and somehow miss a little side route here. Because these are pretty... No, there's no way. Keep going this way. Okay. Wait. Oh, it almost seems like you could go this way. But it's just, no. No can do. Okay. See, this totally looks like a skull. That's gotta be intentional. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a way to get up here either, so I guess that little cruller, it looked like a cruller or something, but I don't see how I can get up there. Okay, we're at the bridge. We found the journal. So that might be what we can find in this direction. 3546. There's definitely no 3546 indicated on this side. So we have found something that was not on one of these. So maybe it's actually better to just kind of explore directions and see what happens, rather than trying to follow the apparent objectives on the map. Since trying to follow the apparent objectives on the map seems to result in immediate and instantaneous death. So let's try this way then. What the hell? Why not? It's not really clear how far we can jump down or fall in this game yet. I don't really want to test it. I don't think you can break your leg or anything. It seems like either you die or you don't. And so basically there's just some sort of break point where you can fall and instantly die or fall and instantly live, and I just don't know what it is yet. Because I don't think we have a health pool. It seems like the entire game is predicated on instant death scenarios. This is a path? It seems like a dead end. Yeah. Now you have to be thinking, any sane person would wait for daylight, right? Like, this is way too dark to be looking around for journal documents. But we're not just, you know, any person. We are the person looking for the truth of Kholat, man. We gotta know the truth. Is there a little side path here? At this point, I have, like, no idea where we are on the map. We've been going north, so I guess we're going up this way, which means that we should eventually hit a dead end, but hey, who knows, maybe we'll end up here. Let's make sure there wasn't something I was missing back here. Is this just a little dead end? Sure, okay. So continuing north. Mostly north, anyway. You know, there's a red thing, or an orange thing. The last time I saw an orange thing, I died really fast, so that doesn't make me all that excited. Seem to be in kind of an open area. I don't know where this would be on the map. Wouldn't this should be like up here, but we can't be all the way up here yet, can we? Don't feel like I've gone that far, but I also don't know where else it could be. Uh-oh. Does this mean imminent death?
You know, at the beginning, I wanted to make things right. I believed God itself touched me. That I have received a chance, a compensation for the evil that was brought upon me. Then I understood that it is not God, or good, or restitution. Just a tool of revenge.
Well, we're not dead yet. Kind of looks like you're supposed to get up and use this tree branch to get up there? No, maybe not. What's the point of this flaming stick then? I stopped hearing the wind. That's disconcerting. Alright. You would think this, you know, I feel like we might be like up here now. This looks like a possibility. In which case we want to head north so we can get to that next objective point. Which would be up. Oh, this is reassuring. Always a good sign saying skulls on spikes. You know you're going the right way when you see clear signs of imminent death.
Are you coming to me?
Apparently. Okay. Yeah, it seems like if we keep circling around, we'll be able to cut back down in a little bit. And that will be the next big objective point, and then we just have to hope we don't die to the monster. Oh. Or we hit a total dead end. That's pretty lame. But I'm not jumping off a cliff just because it is inconvenient to go around. Saw this. Yeah, I could see that flame up there, but I don't see how you get up there. I don't see how you get around that little outcropping. And it seems like we're just at a dead end here without that. Kind of anticlimactic for all this signs of death warning stuff for what is essentially just a straight up dead end. I mean, I gotta be missing something in this direction. There's no way this path is just impassable, but I don't see how you get through it right now. Alright, so how else do we get up there? Is there another path? Is that a journal page? Dude, jackpot. Seversk is a closed city in Tomsk Oblast, Russia. I can't read these words probably. Located 15 kilometers northwest of Tomsk on the right bank of the Tom River and depends with Rosatom, the Federal Atomic Energy Agency. Founded in 1949, it was known as Piati Pochtovi, the fifth postal. Town status was granted to it in 1956. It comprises several nuclear reactors and chemical plants for separation, enrichment, and reprocessing of uranium and plutonium. The headquarters of the Russian Research Unit for Natural Phenomena, until 1991 called the Soviet Research Unit. The unit's activities concern research on occurring natural disasters in Russia. Cool. Is that it for down here? Seems like that's it. But hey, we got a journal page. I call that a success. There's no other unit of progress in this game, so journal pages seems to be it. Hello, Moon. I wonder if there is a way up to actually get on that tree back here. It would be from this angle that you would have to ascend, I think. If it was at all possible, which I'm not sure it is. I mean, there was the guy here, right? Like, there was one of the ghost figures. You'd think you'd find something. No, that doesn't quite work. It's really surprising that there just seems to be no way to actually get up onto this thing. Oh! Oh! Nope, not quite. So we got the dead end path up here with the ever-burning flame torches. That seems to nonetheless be a dead end. We got the cave that had the journal, and so I guess we now... Okay, so there's where we were. And so I feel like we're going to have to backtrack. Just try to find... Right, it clearly seems to be saying... So I guess the dotted lines means the route is just straight up out. So we would have to come in from the way that we came in earlier, but that's the way that we died, so... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to just go that way and not die somehow, although I don't know how you don't die, because the nature of how the beast attacked you was totally mysterious. There's the cave. I guess there's no way you can climb up this little tree to actually accomplish anything, right? You just now are up a tree. Hooray for you. Yeah, no. How about up this tree? No. Adventure games. Can you climb the tree? That is the adventure. That is the mystery. So now we're cutting really hard west and hitting another dead end. So many dead ends in this game. Rip. Okay. Okay. So either I try to jump down the death route, which seems like a really good way to die. Do you think it'd save me at this journal point, though? This doesn't really tell you how long it's been since you saved. Maybe you're supposed to just straight up boulder down and hope you don't die. Guess that'd be a good chance to check. What the hell? Why not? Let's go die. Let's see just how far we can fall before we take lethal. Going past the skulls again. It's like, this all looks like definite death if you go off these cliffs. Right? You got the flame here. You got that taunting flame right there that makes it seem like this is definitely the way to go. But there's just no way to get up and over to it, as far as I can tell. There's no, like, climb feature. Like, anyone would just climb over that snowy rock, but there's no button that lets me do that. And then we hit what seems to be instant death. But since there's a pretty good chance we die going the other way anyway, might as well see what death this direction is like. Like, what if we just kind of go down this way? Dude, not even a problem. Okay, I was clearly overreacting the last time I looked at that. Oh. Does it mean I'm supposed to be running? I think that means I'm supposed to be running. What? Okay. So we did end up dying. We did, in fact, end up dying. But not at all in the manner that I thought we were going to die. But it did take us back to this location, so we found a good save point to test out things first. I'm thinking maybe there's a way to survive right there. Let's go try to die again. This seems like a good plan. Yeah, I think that the instant death mechanics of this game, it's not necessarily, because I mean, it's like you just die so fast that it's hard to, I mean, even feel like scared or shocked or traumatized. It's just like, what? It's just over so quickly. It's like, and then you were dead. And then you died. You got hit by a rock. It's like the joke ending of a D&D game, right? I think that actually was the joke ending. Like, I think there was like a Foxtrot comic or something where the girl character spends like... Okay. Apparently you're not supposed to run on the edge. Maybe that's why I died last time. That I thought I was supposed to run, but you're actually just supposed to continue advancing normally. I guess that's entirely possible. But I didn't die from falling off a cliff last time. I died just... It seemed like maybe I got hit by a boulder. It wasn't really entirely clear. Or 2 times ago now, I guess. Really wish it was a different button for running forward. Maybe I can change it. Yeah, that's a lot easier on my hand. That's what I thought it was the whole time. So much smoother. Okay, now we don't run along here, because if we do, we fall off the cliff and die. And I guess we try to figure out a way to not die once we jump down. That's the real trick now. Like, do we see the rocks that are falling at us? I guess they're coming from up here, right? Okay, so we're up here. And then we see Flame Person. Which means we should just, I think, want to move backward, right? Because the rocks are all falling that way. Yeah, look at them. We just don't want to be there when they're going. But then they stop. So can't we just go now at a normal pace without running, which would result in falling off the cliff? Dude, easy. No problem. Making it happen in here. Is that water? Cool. What? It didn't like me turning on the flashlight, I guess, because the entire game freaked out. Is that like a ghost demon? I think we want to move a little bit away from that. Okay, we can turn on the flashlight now. So I guess, are we trying to get a fix on where the demon is? So that we can sneak past somehow? 'Cause I definitely cannot see him without the flashlight. Can't go this way. Oh, am I supposed to be crouching to get out this way? No, that does not help. So I guess we go this way. And we're out. We're past the demon monster, whatever the hell that guy was. See ya! Later, buddy. Alright. 10:57? Oh, we're somewhere over here? Damn, we still want to get up there. That's where it's 8:53. Or 7:52. That's where the objective point is supposed to be, I think. Well, let's keep wandering around, see if we can get in there somehow. I do that every time. It's the right mouse, or the right keypad. Mysterious lights above the Cosmodrome. mysterious events in the sky were noted during the night of 4th to 5 July. Witnesses testified they had seen a bright orange sphere which had crossed the sky above the city several times, moving chaotically and immediately changing its direction of flight. Finally, it stopped and disappeared. Major Gierke, an aviation professional, confirms it is impossible for any flying object to be known to move like that. The military and Cosmodrome's personnel answered our questions in a short, firm way by distancing themselves to them, informing there was no activity in that area as well as there were no tests performed. Cool. So that was this guy. Was there another way out of the cave, I guess? It seems to be implying that there was a turn back there that I wanted to hit that I somehow missed. Okay. This seems to be just a straight up dead end. Alright, I guess we're going back to see Mr. Demon Buddy. We did get a save, though, because I think the journal entry is a save point. Alright, is there any sign of Mr. Angry Demon? I don't see any sign, but I also didn't see any sign last time before I turned on the flashlight. Alright, well, we've gone through... What's the sound effect? We've gone through twice without dying. That's pretty good. But if we just came out through here, then were we supposed to make this turn to cut back in? I'm so confused. Because we're right now going southeast. No, I'm sorry. Right now we're going southwest. I don't even see how we can be going southwest right now. I'm so confused. It's not like there's any way to get up there. Wait a second. Didn't I jump down this way? And now there's going to be no way back up because I was just kind of expecting there to be another path out. Oh, maybe there is. Maybe I just keep going down. Oh, nope. This doesn't look too promising. Seems like we have definite death down there. Man, I really hope I'm not just... Because that was my save point now, too, back there. Which means if I cannot find another way out of here, I might be just... Now, I can't imagine they would design this zone where if you enter it, you are doomed forever. Your save is totally just boned. Especially when there is a journal here, right? I mean, you have to... They wouldn't be boning over completionists like that with a troll journal. There has to be another way out. How do we find another way out? And this seems like a pretty far jump down. But that would get me outside somehow. That would be north. That has to be death, though, right? I mean, that's way further. Well, death is preferable to just being stuck forever, so I guess we have to try something sometime. Yeah, that's death. Okay. So let's see if it takes me back to that last journal I found. Which means we will be stuck with the same problem we had before. Which is, how do we get out of here? Alright, so we have a bit of a problem, which is that we seem to be saved in an area that has no visible exit. But what is this? Aha! I just totally did not see it before, but there is an exit. This is what I should have been looking for that whole time. Is this like a death spot? Like, what's going on? What's with the sound? I cannot go back this way? So I saw Demon Guy, and it seems like Demon Guy is around. I cannot run back this way. And Flame Body here. Okay, he's gone now. Okay. Okay. Is that death? No, that's not death. That's just, you can't go back that way now. Okay. Oh, hey, is that a journal? Alright, we made it, guys. Progress.
7 a.m. We're finally here. We met a group of Mansi people. They have weird tools. I think they're for hunting. We've also encountered local hospitality when we were not allowed to enter the railway station because we were singing too loud. But we received a very warm welcome from the local school. We had a bit of time, so we met with the students and told them about our expedition. When we reached another station, some drunk accused us of stealing his wallet. Police got involved, but luckily, after some explanations, the whole thing got sorted out. We spent the whole night in the train speaking about love, religion, politics. When we felt tired, we went to bed, but since the compartments were not closed, we decided to keep watch and switched every couple of hours. There are moments when I doubt whether we are ready for such an expedition. Disturbing thoughts are haunting me. Maybe we misjudged our capabilities. Others say we'll make it, but I'm afraid. I have a bad feeling about this. As if a shadow of fear was breathing down my neck. I cannot explain this. It's time to take a nap.
Alright. Let's see where we are. Alright, so we're here. So it should be just a little bit around to the west and north to get to the objective that I'm trying to get to this entire time. Which I think means this way. Cool. And so I guess you... Okay, not this way. Every time I think I'm going the right direction using the compass, I always end up being entirely wrong. Unless this is like the other cliff where you actually are supposed to kind of just boulder down, which was not what I was expecting. Well, let's try the other way first and see if that is less precarious. Alright, so there's the bridge thingy. Which bridge is this? Has to be this bridge thing right here, which means we want to get on it, I think. If we can, which actually we probably can't, because little bitty humpy slopes. Okay. Go underneath it. What's over here? We got something going on here. Oh, hello. 11:55. Do we stay down first, or do we go up immediately? Oh, it seems like both routes go up. Let's see where this one goes first. Or was that actually the same path? I think it was actually the same path. Okay. This is going to be another thing where we cannot get out once we go in. Seems like a nice place. Good ambience.
We discovered the first bodies by the pine trees. A makeshift campfire suggested they tried to warm up. The bodies were only in underwear. I decided to thoroughly search the area between the tent and the tree line. I discovered the other bodies every few hundred meters apart. Their position indicated the victims attempted to return to the tent as fast as they could. This could mean that the threat was gone and the group decided to go back to the tent, or just the opposite. Someone or something appeared from the forest and forced its victims to run. At this point, it is difficult to determine what exactly happened. I have collected small samples from all bodies for further research at the unit's laboratory. I discussed this situation with the rest of the rescue team, and afterwards they focused on the visual inspection of the tent and areas by the trees, and I entered the forest.
All right. That was it, dude. Where do I want to be going here? Probably away from the yellow somehow? Wait. Then we're back here. We want to be going... Wait. Not this way? Is this death? Oh yeah, this is death. Okay. Herpaderp. Away from the yellow. Okay, so always move away from the yellow junk. I mean this way. And then left, not right. Don't go right. That is not... Wait, no, it seems to be coming from the left too. What the hell? Aha! Did I fall into a cliff? What the hell? Alright, it seemed like that was basically the right way, though. I just somehow hit some sort of wrong chunk of terrain. So, out to the right, kinda. Ow. Somehow I'm totally out of energy. And, oh no, this entire thing is just a gorge. Okay, so maybe we go out like this. I totally misread how to do that. But now I'm entering the red again. How do I avoid entering the orange here? Or do you just deal with it? No? Okay, I'm kind of confused on how we're actually supposed to get out of here now. Maybe you're supposed to continue running once you get past the gorge? It seems like that has to be the right way. Okay, so we run out this way. Get it out right here. We don't go hard right, and we don't go left. We go out this way. We're out of energy. We see this guy, but we can use the totem to get across. And this is where I have no idea. Seems like maybe we just want to run without getting killed by falling rocks. Music is still going, so it can't be over, so I guess just keep running. Here we go. Alright. Alright, so we have hit. So these are major objectives. These are not minor objectives. And now we've hit this fire point. So now the next major objective is over here. Alright, we're getting a sense of what this game is all about. We have to hit each of the major objectives to advance the game. And when we hit a major objective, we are in a time-critical situation where we have to run or die. Alright. And now we just try to avoid getting totally lost. As we had... See, now we're going north, and we want to be going south, basically, which means there has to be some sort of turn to the left up here somewhere. Not here. Not this way. This looks more promising. Because we want to be going to the southeast, right? But isn't this... No, this is like north. This is still north again. Well, let's see what's in here. Those candles. Here we got a little bridge dealio. Now we're heading straight east. This is, I think, the direction I want to be going. Now south. Oh, where are we at? doesn't seem like the way we want to go. But is that it for this direction then? Because this is death right here. It's not going to let me back up. This game and its slopes, man, is starting to get really old. Oh, I guess we're going down. Because I cannot avoid going down at this point. Hope I wanted to go this direction. Oh, hey. I'm going to slope back up. I feel like based on the direction I'm going, this should have been leading me back toward the boss that I just ran away from. Or the zone I just left, so I'm really confused why. Demon guy's not around here, right? I want to keep going this way because this is more east. And I think my goal here is to be heading basically east. Oh, there's the red thing. Did I? Wow, I'm really confused as to where I am now. Am I back in the main zone? Or in the starting area? Because if I'm seeing the red thing up there, I feel like I'm back in the starting area, but maybe I'm not. I mean, if I'm heading north, how can I be heading north? No, I'm heading south. What am I talking about? This is south. So I'm guessing I'm like somewhere around here. I have no idea. Am I going to get eaten by wolves now? Wait, isn't this like the area where I started in? How did I end up all the way back here? Yep, I'm back at the very start of the game. Mission accomplished. This is definitely not where I thought I was trying to go. Alright, well now that I know that I don't necessarily die going that way I went before, I should be going north. I should be going just straight east now. Because I thought I was going to end up like over here, but somehow, I don't know what the hell happened. but it just pooped me out just right down here. So I guess I just head back to the northeast and try to get back up here to 12 whatever. 1282, right? 1483, yeah, that's the one. That's just like right here. So this is the next objective. I mean, it's not next on the list, but it seems like if I'm working from top to bottom, it's the next place to go. I feel like this is kind of where I just came from. But I was just so disoriented in that cave that I'm okay. I'm certainly not going back the super long route that I just came from. And I hit one of the main objectives, and I got through the, basically, I guess, the boss encounter, so I feel like, all in all, pretty successful so far. Oh, that was a dragon attacking me. Last time I came up here and I looked this way and I'm like, oh, I don't want to, can't go that way, so I have to come down here and then it was up here and to the left somewhere that I got confused, saw the orange mist, and did not move away from the orange mist, when clearly you were supposed to move away from the orange mist. No, I wasn't quite left yet, because I was like, oh, can't go down here quite yet. But how do you get to that next objective then? And then I went just a little bit further, and then I saw the left turn here, and this is when I started heading this way. And I was like, yes, this looks good. And so then the question is simply, how do you not die when all the people start running toward this thing, whatever it is? I want to be basically heading north, right? Yeah. Northeast is the way I'm trying to go. That's one of the problems with this game is that the way the monster kills you is not remotely scary. You are just suddenly dead. Right, so here we see all the people running. We see the orange mist coming in. Okay, so orange is coming in that way as well. So we definitely have to be running somewhere here. And I guess the problem is that we haven't hit a save point recently. So how do we get out? I don't see a lot of orange mist this way. So they're all running straight into it, and I feel like that is definitely not the way to go. Right, we want to be avoiding the orange mist, which to me says we want to make a break for it on the ice this way. Orange mist equals death. This is what we have established. So we keep clear. And hope we don't fall through the ice, because that would be inconvenient. Is it creeping out over the ice? Do I need to be running here? I think I need to be running here. Okay, but now I have a problem. Because how do I fully avoid it? I guess I have to go this way. We have coordinates. The mist is not chasing us. 4773, alright. Hell, let's check the map. 47? Oh, I went all the way down here. I thought I was going more north, but guess we're down here. Hopefully there's a journal or something around here, so I can mark the spot properly. So if we were here, I could still get back up here to the north, but is there anything else down over here? 4395, 4581. There's actually a lot of stuff down here. 43 what? 4395. So something way over here. Okay. 4584. And so something here in this jungle stuff. Whatever the hell that is. $54.61. That would be back here. So this, or this are all good spots. I'm actually feel like I'm pretty close to this, so maybe I actually want to be heading east here. What do you know? I think east is the way I might damn near have to go anyway. Unless I'm really confused. Which would not be unusual at this point. What do we got here?
For a very long time, I could not come across any trail. The tracks came and went as if someone was playing with me, as if the victims were moving. And as soon as I was almost sure I had seen something and I would find something new behind the next tree, the trail suddenly went cold. I had no idea what was going on. Finally, I reached a small meadow. There, I found a bound journal, as if someone left it there on purpose. The journal belonged to the members of the expedition. They wrote down their thoughts and observations. Note, there were also some obscure entries, probably taken down in the dark, concerning the situation they were in. This could shed some new light on the case. I am attaching the journal to this report. We have to control the conduct of the investigation, and at a certain point stop the information flow. The facts concerning the incident cannot be made public in any way, shape, or form.
Gotta be secretive. Alright. Alright, so is this a juncture? Is there actually a route east? Let's not walk into the demon. Hi, buddy. Don't mind me. Just moving in the opposite direction. Oh. Let's go this way. Oh. He's still there. Is this a dead end? Am I just totally screwed now? He seems to be aware of where I am, so let's, straight up run. Seems like a good plan. I think I'm gonna die. That's fine though, I just saved. So I guess as soon as you pop the journal, two appear from either direction. It's kind of tricky. go this way. Am I going... I'm going north-ish. Into the forest of cool-looking trees, my goodness. Oh, I hit the tree. Cool. So I actually... Wait, what? Oh, am I going north now? Oh, so I'm actually heading up along this path now, then. Which is strange, because I would have thought I had to hit there somehow, but I guess... Damn. I wouldn't straight up miss that stuff. Whatever. I mean, that entire zone was shrouded in orange fog, so maybe there was actually something there you're supposed to click on before you run the hell away. Feels like we're going more east than north, which is strange because I don't see how we can be at all on the map if we're going east of the tree. Right, I mean, it's pretty clear that this dotted line is the game barrier, but I guess we just have to be up here somewhere. I'm not really sure exactly where the... I guess I might have to go back down to the orange smoked forest at some point. What's this sound? Ah, no voice acting. A guard's confession. 72-year-old Anna N., after years of silence, decided to talk about the events of the past. She told us, I am terminally ill and have nothing to lose. I want people to know what harm had been done, and all of this in the name of science. And described the place, a science research center where scientists allegedly conducted inhumane experiments on prisoners. There was a special chamber. I don't know why I'm giving her a British accent. She's supposed to be Russian. I don't know how to do a Russian accent, though. But it never allowed us to even get close. It was guarded by soldiers. Although I did see people that were taken there, not many came back. I kept in touch with one of them. I asked what they had been doing in there and why so few come back out of there alive. He looked at me terrified. He said, Anna, have you ever seen nothingness, a deep emptiness with no end? I was there. I stood above the collapsed valley of the universe, on the border between reality and unreality. There is an abyss there, a gigantic well with no bottom. A dark cave of hell, and I felt it. It was drilling in my head like ticking clock. They looked at me from below. It was sneaking up on me and slowly started entering me. The darkness. Maybe she believed in a thing called love. Sometime later, the prisoner gave me a letter to pass on, in which he had begged for help. I was supposed to give it to the press and expose the whole thing, but the letter disappeared. Up until now, I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, they probably would cover up the whole thing. We asked the supervisors of the prison unit to which Anna N. was subject to for a comment. Vladimir Kuronsky, the unit's commander, strongly denied such events took place. He also informed us in a short message that Anna N. was a guard but never worked in the mentioned above center because an object like that simply does not exist. He sent her employee record as proof that between the years of 1940 and 1950 she worked in Suchinovska prison, also known as Special Object Number 11. She had been let go from this facility due to mental illness. A copy of her health record and medical certificate were attached. Wow, that's a lot of information that they just give me. Cool. So that was... What the hell? Where's the marker for the letter I just picked up? I don't see it. I mean, I'm not that far from this tree thing, so... I mean, this is nowhere. I got that one earlier. I don't know. Well, keep heading north, I guess. If I can find something resembling a trail again. Oh, where are we? I feel like this is totally the wrong way. I probably should have kept going to the right. It's just gonna straight up block me off. I'm gonna end up walking off a cliff or something. But yeah, alright, whatever. No entrance? What the hell? This isn't where I came out earlier, is it? No, there's no way. Does seem like we can't go out right here, though. There's Which means maybe we will end up coming out here later, out of that cave, when we are forced to enter it for some other reason. But I think we just keep maybe going west somehow here. Makes me a bit concerned that I'm seeing that orange light again, though. Did I somehow... I ended up back here. No, that is the cave I came out. So what the hell? Oh, man. I'm getting messed up in this game. Alright. No, this is actually... Let's see if I can find the, If I can just save at the tent, maybe I'll just go save at the tent, and then go try to figure out what I missed in the orange, Forest of Doom. Because it seems like I missed something there somehow. You can't... I hope you can save at the tent up here. Yep. Alright, I think that's going to be it for right now. I definitely don't think this game is as bad as some of the recent reviews have said. It actually seems really nice. It's very different than The Long Dark, which is kind of what I thought it was going to be a little bit closer to. I feel like this is closer to those, like, Slender Man games, I guess, which is not exactly what I was expecting, but it seems interesting. I think I'm going to probably come back to it, but that'll be it for this game for right now, so thanks for watching, and I hope to